I'm not sure if we're live yet. There we go. Hi, guys. Anybody here yet? I'll give you guys a little bit of time to get here. Hi, guys. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Draco. Where the heck you been, dude? Lost Worlds heard from. Yolanda. Hi, guys. So the last live show I did, I got cut off at the end. I didn't even give my people an opportunity to get mini personal reads. And a lot of people right now are struggling to pay for a full reading. So I wanted to go live, and I'm going to do a collective read for anybody who resonates with the ascension journey and or twin flame journey. Both are on the ascension journey, but not everybody is a twin flame. So I'll do them separate. I'm going to do a collective read for the ascension or awakening or whatever you want to call it, you know, star seeds, light workers, those of us who are awake and have been extremely ascending fast, right? My son's in the room. Go to bed, Jesse. So I'm going to give people a little bit of time. How has everybody been doing? Let's just get caught up, huh? How have all of the lunations, I guess we should say, been treating everybody? I don't know about you guys, but I went through another major purge, Hi, Diana. I went through another major purge just when you think that you don't have anything left to purge, right? No, apparently I still have work to do, because let me tell you, I got triggered. And again, it's always in relationships, right? Friendships, relationships, family dynamic. For me personally, I mean, it's just, I'm learning so much about how to not be codependent and give all of my light away to other people in the world, even though I'm not really, I'm one of many, let's put it that way. I tend to get to know people, start new relationships, friendships, and then I find out that really all I'm doing is giving them all of my energy and not getting a whole lot back. So you guys tell me, how are you doing? Still napping like an SOB. You know what? I don't have that luxury. I wish I did. Matter of fact, when I go to bed at nighttime, I swear my subconscious, or I don't know what it is, but I really feel like I travel, astral travel while I'm sleeping. So I wake up and I don't even know if I got any sleep, to be honest. I think I did. So we're going to take a look at the general energies right now, because guys, there's a lot of stuff going on in the sky. We've got Neptune just went direct, I think it might have even been today. So we might be able to get out of our dreamy, you know, Neptune energy can be really unclear. You kind of get stuck up in fantasy world, right? And there's also, let me see, there's Lilith meeting up with Saturn, maybe, or maybe it's Chiron. I can't remember. I briefly was looking at it today on one of the websites. I didn't take notes though. But there's stuff going. I briefly was looking at it today on one of the websites. I didn't take notes though. But there's stuff going down. So we're going to take the general energies, and then at the end, if you guys would like, hey, Richie Rich is in the building. Can we give him a hello? How you doing, babe? So yeah, let's just take a look at what the general energies are. Now, as you guys know, I kind of read from the 5th dimension. So if you're new to that concept, I take a look at things in the tarot from the higher perspectives, okay? So let's just take a look at the general energies. What's going on in the collective first, and then I'm going to go more specific for my viewers. Okay, we're going to take a look at the world in general, the collective energies. All right, Spirit, what is the collective energies in the world at this time? What can we expect to see at this time? What is going on? Oh, I felt a chunk coming. All right. Ooh, bottom of the deck, guys. Darkest fears. Darkest fears. I don't know if there's a glare on that. And then the first one that popped out, actually, because that's the bottom of the deck. Choose your battles. I'm going to take these two. See, this is beautiful, guys. We have to remember to take a look at the bigger picture, okay? So I'm finding such beautiful energy underneath the deck, by the way. Although this darkest fears, that is what our nation is going through at this time, quite frankly. We are facing fears of, what's being thrust into our... But there is, I'm hearing Spirit's telling me, there's benefit in that too. Nothing is wasted. No energy is ever wasted. If you find yourself really being caught up in the fake news, and I'm going to call it that publicly. If they give me a strike, they give me a strike. But the news that you watch, all you have to do is watch all the different... You're going to see that there is... It's like they're all reading the same exact script. And it doesn't matter from where they're coming from. So, if you want to tune into that kind of stuff, it's going to trigger you in areas of your life that needs to be healed. That's what I'm hearing. It's going to be in places that needs to be healed. So if you want to do that, go ahead, because it's going to trigger you, and then it's going to come up as your shadow, and you're going to have to do some healing work around that. But my spirit guides are telling me that there are easier ways to be triggered. Actually, triggers come to us in all size, shapes, and forms, and usually through our relationships. If you want to know what's really going on in the world, you need to go inside of yourself and take a look at what have you manifested? What is your life like right now? Are you living in, Are you living in a good home? Is your meals provided for? Are you taken care of? Or are you homeless and struggling with drug addictions? Because your vibration is what you manifest. It's how you show up in the world. So you don't need to add more fear on top of the fear that you already have inside of you by watching the news. And so I'm not even going to go into the public, although I've had a lot of people contact me about the whole election. And, I do have an opinion, but Spirit doesn't want me to talk about it. So we're looking at choose your battles next as the collective energy. For me, this is the little guy, right? Let me see if I can get, my screen's got a crack in it. Here's the little guy facing the big guys here, right? We can even take this into the television thing. This is, CNN, Fox, whatever, the big guys. Or you can go even higher than that and take a look at the money behind them, right? But what we're doing is we're facing as a collective our darkest fears, and we are finally taking our stand no matter how small we feel. And we are choosing our battles from a more enlightened state. Look, there's light coming in here. And this guy has a bunch of light lit up around him. So choose your battles. I think what Spirit's trying to say is if you're sitting at the dinner table and you're talking to loved ones and friends about politics or religion, you're going to have to be very selective in the things that you decide are important to talk about. because not everybody has the awareness or the enlightenment that you have. But look at this beautiful energy. We have healing begins. This is the Six of Swords in this deck. Then we have success and growth, the Eight of Wands. We have the Two of Wands, spread your wings. Now look at this. Doesn't this look like this girl is on the ascension? Going, right toward that central sun, opening her arms, basically surrendering to spirit, saying, whatever is meant to be on my path, I am open fully to. Okay, and then we have this coming together, the Two of Cups. This is us coming together in so many ways. It's coming together as a nation. It's coming together as a world. It's coming together as a planet. And then coming together as a universe, a galactic family, right? Bottom of the deck, I told you there's a good story going on down here too. So, we just are finishing up Scorpio season, and we've got the World. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Empress. The Empress comes up a lot in my readings, probably because I identify as being a twin flame or a divine feminine. But what I see for the collective here is that, there's a lot of shadows that are coming out. There's light being light being shown on a lot of dark areas. People are awakening. Most people, and I don't know why, but most people are awakened out of the matrix by the whole pedophile thing. I'm not saying everybody, but if you resonate with that, drop a line, say me or whatever. We'll know what you're talking about. But it seems to me like that was my awakening, and that got me angry, and then it got me seeking and searching, and then it got me going within. And before I know it, I had a huge awakening. So this, I believe, is what is happening at this time, is a lot of people who have constantly been programmed to believe the narrative that they are actually starting to see with new vision, new eyes, right? But there is a caution here with this choose your battles. It is a caution for us to be selective on how we show up in the world, okay? Because remember, you are a powerful, conscious creator. And what you focus your attention on is what you create. So if you're angry, and a lot of people are, about the state of the world, but you're constantly in that fear, in that anger, in that judgmental place, then you're going, and by the way, my spirit guides just corrected me. I'm not sure that was the Empress. I think that was the Judgment card, because I just heard myself say judgmental, and they kind of clicked something. So without going back to watch the video, maybe that was what it was. But so I'm hearing that when you come from a place of judgment, that is not unconditional love, and that is not how you want to rebuild the world. You don't want to go from one power to another power and authority. You don't want to, tip the scales. We want a balanced world. We want to lead without prejudice, without agenda, without judgment, is what I'm hearing. So choose your battles, because where you place your focus and attention is what you're going to manifest. All right. If you want to manifest a better world, you have to visualize a better world without blame. You can't say, well, it would be a better world if this presidential person won, or if this presidential election or elect won. You can't put judgment, even though it's nice for us to swallow the blue pill or the red pill. If you want to ascend this planet, which she's already ascending with or without us, then we have to do the inner healings. And it starts with taking how do you guys want to say it? Responsibility for your creations. So when you are in a polarized state of judgment, it doesn't matter whether you're for the good or the bad. When you are finding yourself in a state of blame, either way, I'm blaming them, they're blaming me. That is not a place of 0 point energy. And that's where we need to get for this healing to begin. Okay, so focus on realizing, know thyself, realize that you are creator source energy, okay? If God is the Alpha and the Omega, you guys have heard me say this so many times, I swear they're going to put it on my headstone. If God is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning, the middle, the end, everything that was, everything that is, and everything that ever shall be, then what are you? What am I? We are all fractals of the same God. You take a mirror, you break it into pieces. You put this one over here, this one over here, this one over here. They're all still the mirror, right? We're all still God. We're just in different experiences. So the piece that's out in the yard will never know what it's like to be the piece in the house. It just won't happen. Okay, so if you want the healing to begin, you have to create it from a place of 0 point energy where you realize that everything is God in experience. Okay, God was the original split. 1 became 2, 2 became 4, 4 became 6, etc. God, in order to have experience, had to fractile into its second counterpart, right? Like the twins, one entity broken in two. And so, that kind of makes me think maybe God was the first twin flame, you never know. 42 people in the room, guys. That's good. Thank you. Can y'all give me a thumbs up? I got 16 thumbs up and 42 viewers. So the healing needs to begin. By the way, the bottom of the deck is the lovers, guys, the lovers, because, love is when you make good choices and decisions that are head over heart or heart over head. Either way, it's a polarity, but I'm hearing that if you want to create love, you first have to be love, because in order to create anything, to manifest anything, you have to kind of be that vibrational match for it. And if you're not a vibrational match for it, you're not going to, it's like little keys, you got to get there. Thank you, Raymond. Love you guys. Wow. We got a good turnout tonight. So next in the collective energy is this 8 of Wands, guys. Movement, so much movement, communication. You're going to notice that things are going to come out, okay, with all these planetary alignments that are going on. Secrets are going to be revealed, and things are going to show up that you never dreamed would ever be publicly talked about, let alone debated. Okay, so that's why my spirit guides are telling me, watching the news occasionally just to stay informed, but not programmed. You can't eat it. It can't be your main diet. See, I get the hiccups when I'm channeling fast. But you cannot have a steady diet or a steady, I just don't even know how to say it. My spirit guides are saying, when you're constantly feeding yourself, your subconscious mind is listening. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you. Love you. And so you've got to really be mindful about what you're feeding yourself. But I'm hearing, I hate to say this because I don't really think that I agree, but my spirit guides are channeling to me that you're going to want to keep an eye on things. You don't have to buy into it. You don't have to be part of it, but you do need to kind of be aware of things, because things are coming out. And these things that are coming out are going to be great topic points for awakening people. You're going to be able to say, by the way, did you see that so-and-so said this? Or did you see that that was exposed? Or that this person has this going on? I can't read. You're good, Raymond. We're going, honey. We're only 18 minutes in, and I can be long-winded. Okay, so keep an eye on the communications that happen. Keep an eye on things, but don't let it program you. Stay in that 0 point energy where you're not really judging. A good thing and a bad thing is just a judgment. God is everything. Everything is God. So the people that you hate are actually linked to you in a quantum entanglement that will always be. It just will, because everything is God and God is everything. So instead of hating, throw some love bombs on those suckers, because that's what they need, right? They need to be brought to the light. So keep an eye on that 8 of Wands. Things are going to happen quickly. Truths are going to be revealed. Things are going to come out. Keep an eye on it, but don't let it program you. And then next, I just got to show you again. I love this card. Look at this. She's got her arms flung wide open, and she's ascending. She sees that light, and that's what she's headed for. In normal tarot, the 2 of Wands is I'm I'm moving forward. I'm taking something with me and I'm leaving something behind. This girl's not. No, she's not. She's like, this is where I'm headed. This is my path. I don't have any place else that I'm looking at. I'm wide open. I'm open to receive. So you need to be open, because look at, also, I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if I can get the glare off of it. But up here is like, it's like a target right there. Don't know if you can see, but it's like a bullseye. Okay, so I'm hearing you're right on track. We're all on track. Everything is right on track. Okay, we are coming together. This is reunification of the conscious, the collective conscious, guys. We are all very, very linked. We're quantumly entangled together. And so this is the reunification. And in this deck, it's always a dad and a son. And it makes me think about, the shadow work that we have to do surrounding our childhood, surrounding our parents, our mom, our dad, the dynamic that we grew up in. That's part of this unification, is going through our childhood and trauma wounds and healing those so that we can reunify without blame, shame, guilt, fear. Okay, when you do your shadow work, it's like you've been walking around carrying this huge bag on your back that has boulders in it, right? Like 5-pound rocks. And so as we travel through many lifetimes, not just this lifetime, we collectively keep picking up these belief systems that are burdensome. Belief systems like, I have to earn God's love. I'm never going to be good enough. I'm not smart enough, tall enough, thin enough, whatever you're not enough is, because everybody's is different. They're like boulders that we're carrying around on our back. And as we do our shadow work and heal those trauma wounds one by one, it's like, guys, I was 327 pounds. And I'm telling you, I'm not where I need to be or where I want to be, but I feel great. Like all of that weight just came off of me. And so doing shadow work is like that also. I really feel like I have healed so many of my trauma wounds. I'm still working on the codependent one, though. That one's kind of a little bit more of a lingerer for me. So I'm going to take a look at the Moonology deck for this. We have your hard work is paying off and prosperity lies ahead. And I'm going to tell you why. And I also have the energy is gaining momentum. This is what's happening in the collective. See, we are energy. That's all we are. It's all we've ever been. It's all we'll ever be. And energy is quantumly entangled. And we are quantum beings living in a quantum universe, right? But here we have been slowly, it's like pedaling a bicycle up a hill, or no, okay, Spirit's actually showing me a roller coaster. Like you ride the roller coaster right up to the top, and then you get to the top, and that moment where you say your last Hail Mary, and you just kind of, some people close their eyes. I know I do. I kind of close my eyes. I'm waiting for my stomach to drop out from under me. And you can feel that roller coaster car gaining that momentum. It's like you're not quite moving yet. You're right at the top and you can feel it just going. And then it's going to go. Shoo. And that's what that 8 of Wands energy feels like to me. It's like things are going to happen fast. Guys, we're having this huge shift in consciousness by December 21st, 2020. There's so much going on with the Grand Conjunction. If you don't know about it, I don't want to channel it right now because I'm kind of saving that for a future channel. But go and look it up because there's some big, big stuff that's going on in the collective around the winter solstice. And so, be prepared. Your hard work is paying off. If you resonate with being a light worker, you resonate with somebody that truth bombs, that helps heal the collective, or like for me, I do a lot of shadow work with myself. And then because I learned how, I kind of help other people do it. And so that shadow work, God is bad. What? Okay, guys. No bad stuff in my forum, okay? Seriously, I don't have any moderators because I'm not big enough yet. But you guys just be good in the room. I don't know why you're saying God is bad. God is bad. Biden sucks. No, guys, nothing but love here. Okay. I am a safe zone. I pride myself in being a safe zone for people. So, keep your political views to yourself. Everybody has one, and, it's like an opinion. They all smell bad. So, don't take the red pill or the blue pill. Don't. You want to fly above. You're a light worker, or you should be if you're in my forum, because that's pretty much who I cater to. And so, the light workers are here to anchor the light, to anchor the light. We've got plenty of darkness here. If you want to go play on the dark side, go play on the dark side. Because when you start going like this, blaming each other, that is not light. That is not light. And that's not unconditional love either. Okay, so I'm going to get a card from this beautiful new deck. I was just going to tell you the name of it, but I don't have the box in front of me. It's Goddess of the Moon Oracle deck, I think is what it's called. It was a gift from a very loyal viewer. And I know her name, and I'm trying to call it forth, but when I'm channeling it, it's hard to think. Okay, so let's get another message. Gratitude. Are we done? I feel like we're done. Okay. Why can't I think? Can't think of her name. All right, guys, we have gratitude. Gratitude. I'll tell you, I'm a little pissed too. We all get that way. And I'm not pointing fingers or blaming, but it is kind of sucky that, a lot of people aren't spending Thanksgiving with their family. And because of that, just think for a moment. How many years over and over, even if you're not religious, I'm sure somebody in your family was. So how many years do you gather around the Thanksgiving table and say a prayer of gratitude? And because of this whole pandemic thing, so many people are not going to be with their family and friends. I, for one, am. I ain't canceling Thanksgiving for nobody. But, a lot of people are. And my dad, who is 82 years old, is refusing to participate. So he's going to spend Thanksgiving all alone. He won't go to his girlfriends. He won't come to our house. He's afraid. He has COPD, and he's afraid that if he catches the COVID, that he won't be able to have next year's Thanksgiving, So think of all those prayers of gratitude that are not going to be said. I mean, I'd like to believe that every single one of us is still going to stand there and bless the food and bless the people they're with. But a lot of people are going to be angry and resentful, and they're not going to be counting their blessings. They're going to be thinking about who they're not with and what they're not doing and what they're not able to do. And so make sure you guys have an attitude of gratitude, okay? Blessings come in so many ways in our life. And if you just spend 3 minutes taking deep breaths in and resting your mind, Spirit will show you how many things you have to be grateful for. Okay. Then we have blossoming flower moon. I really like this because this is what we're doing. And that's what was on the bottom of the deck, by the way. I'm going to have to rewatch it, but I think it was the card that says blossoming. And now we have blossoming again. And it's a master number 33. The other one was a 5, 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 is the number of change. Things are changing. 33 is the number of creation, right? It's the Trinity times 2. And so we have blossoming. This is really, whether you can see it or not, light workers like us have been planting seeds for a long time now. I mean, a long time. Before I was even awakened to what I was doing, I was planting seeds. And I can look back on my life now and see it clearly, but back then I couldn't, right? So blossoming, I believe, is these seeds that we have sown for so long is part of this ascension. It's part of the collective Light workers were just planting seeds. Remember, Jesus said that he throws pearls of wisdom before swine. He also, in one of his sermons, talked about planting seeds, and some of those seeds find fertile soil and some of them find barren land. I believe that we are, as a country, as a world, as a planet, we're fertile. There's more people who are fertile now than there ever has been for light and consciousness. And so it is a blossoming, it is a harvest season, right? There's a lot of those seeds that were planted that now are coming to fruition, and they are being harvested by the light workers. We are taking those, I get a lot of people that come to me, they want help, right? They want help on their journey. And so I'm harvesting. I'm literally helping those who awaken because of a seed that was dropped and planted, and they allowed it to become fertile soil. And now they're ready. They are fertile. They're ready to hear the truth. They're ready to be on the journey. They are ready to seek answers. And a lot of them have found answers. Now they're looking for their mission, which is what I'm going to do next. But I got 2 more cards to go through. We have beginnings. What happens when an ending happens? The Aurora Boreas, right? The snake eating its tail, the world card, the infinity symbol. It's all cycles within cycles within cycles. And so, every time there's an ending, there's a new beginning. And if you don't focus too intently on the dying, and you focus on the blossoming and the beginnings, that is how creation happens. We manifest creation through our focus, attention, with feelings and intention and actions. Okay, then we have, look at this, creation, bottom of the deck energy, guys. You saw me shuffle on camera. And it's a number 39, which is a number 12, which breaks down to a 3. A lot of 3s here. Just saying, a lot of 3s here. A 5 and 3. Out of 4 cards, we have 33, we have 39, and we have 13. So 13 that breaks down to a 4. So we've got 3, 4, 5. Look at that. Math wasn't my best suit, guys. But we do have creation on the bottom of the deck, and I think that's what Spirit wants me to talk about with you guys, is about the creating. Okay, we are the light workers. We are the seed planters. We are the harvesters. We are the rainbow tribe. We are the bridge. There's so many of us here, and there are so many on mission, and those who are finding their mission, and some who don't even realize that they've been on mission their whole life because they just transmute energy, or they anchor light codes as they walk across the earth. Those are the cool ones, right? They got the good job. But there are those like me who work a lot harder for that bravado. But guys, be grateful. Plant seeds, harvest seeds, and that's how you're going to create new beginnings. So, Spirit really is hammering home to me that they want me to talk about the power of manifestation. The biggest key to manifesting, and I've heard Rich talk about it, I've heard so many people talk about manifestation, but the one thing that Spirit really brought to me that really solidified it, and it's weird because I'm not rich, right? I don't have a lot of money. I don't know why. I still have something to work out there when it comes to abundance. However, other areas of my life, man, I have become almost an instant manifester. If I want it, I've got it. If I need it, it shows up. It just has been my entire life has changed. I don't look the same, don't walk the same, don't talk the same. I mean, so, all right, Spirit, I'm sorry. They're saying, get to the point, Tracy. So the point is know thyself. That's the key everybody's missing in manifesting. When you know that God is everything and everything is God, when you take that God that you've been worshiping up on a cloud somewhere, out of the clouds, and put them back in your heart where it belongs, right? Your power has been taken from you. And so when you know thyself, when you really understand that you are God in a body, You may not be all of God in a body, because that would never, ever vibrationally be able to happen. But there's how many billions of people on the planet, and they are all God. They're all God, every one of them, in experience, the good guys and the bad guys. So once you know who you are, then you take responsibility for your thoughts, right? Now you're guarding your thoughts very carefully. At least I do. I find my mind going to some of those old programs of negative thinking, and I'm like, oh, I'm a creator. I'm not going there. So I refocus my attention and my intention on things that I'm grateful for, or things I want to create. And so that's the missing element, is you've got to know that you're God. You've got to know it. You got to own it. You've got to walk it. You've got to talk it. You've got to be responsible for it. You have to be responsible for your thoughts. You have to be responsible for your words. You have to be responsible with your deeds. There's so much that you are being asked as a light worker, starseed, whatever titles. We're all just here, old souls, to save the planet because we love it. She is the mother. She is, she's sacrificed so many times so that we could still be here. And so it's time for you to know who you are. And when you know thyself, then you can manifest without creating karma, right? It's like, if you know that you can have pretty much anything you want, as long as it doesn't create harm to others, then you can start really focusing your powerful intentions and attention on changing the world, on creating a new beginning, on blossoming, right? So know thyself. That's how we're going to change the world. I'm not talking about lining your pockets. I'm not talking about what you're going to wear on Sunday. I'm talking about, how are we going to create the new earth? How are we going to make it happen? We have to create it with our creative abilities. We are creator beings from a creator race, from the original creator source. And our superpower is creation. And so if we want to create the new earth, we are going to have to foster and become the adept. Go from the student to the adept, right? Where you practice, redirect your thoughts, redirect your words, take back the energy. When you're angry and you want to throw that energy out at people, take it back, throw some love. Don't get entangled. Quantum entanglement is coming undone. It's like shoelaces that have been untied, that we've been tied to other human beings, other gods and bodies. We have been entangled quantumly for a long time. And there's a lot of karma that we have earned in that quantum entanglement. But part of this ascension process is we are literally untying the quantum entanglement. We are pulling our energies back into ourselves, refocusing, redirecting inward instead of outward. We're cutting off with that big old sword, that's the Ace of Swords, right? We are cutting off future karma. It's like, no, it ends with me. We are healing the ancestral lines, and we are creating from a new place. Okay, so I want to get one of these, Spirit says, and then I'm going to go into Twin Flame. I didn't want this live to be too long. I was hoping about an hour and a half at the most, because it seems to get cut off at the end if it goes too long. So we're going to try and keep it a little bit shorter so that I can do private readings for people, energy check-ins. This is a new deck, and it feels sticky, magnetic almost. See, I'm not taking all those. Let me just draw them. They're sticky. Not sticky, but like magnetic. They just want to cling together. All right, so we have the Lord. Take charge with authority. Okay, so this is divine masculine energy. And, we have been in the patriarch rule, but it's been in the distortion of the divine masculine, right? Remember, we talked about in channeling the Vesica Pisces, masculine energy is the positive energy. It's the action-oriented. But in the distortion, it's rule. We need to rule everybody, right? Spirit is saying we need to, if we really want to be lords, right, we're going to have to take charge with a balanced authority. Okay, we have direction, guardian. This is beautiful too. Look at the artwork on these guys. Don't ask me what they are. What are they? Angels and ancestors, oracle cards. And so we've got the Lord, take charge with authority. Guys, you can be authoritative without being distorted, okay? We're not talking about conquering. That's the problem with a lot of the masculines. And I apologize because I'm seeing I have a lot more masculines in here tonight than I normally do. But masculines have been very highly affected by all the masculine testosterone arguments that are going on with the masculine aspects in the sky. And so there's so many people that I know that are normally very loving, giving men, and they're like, they want to argue and fight and they want to conquer. It's like, I took the red pill, I took the blue pill. Well, you suck. No, you suck. Well, I'm going to put more signs in my yard, and I'm going to yell louder than you can yell. And no, that's distorted masculine. We are bringing that to 0.0 energy again, right? We're going to take that Vesica Pisces, move toward the center where there is balance. Okay, so you need to be calling in your direction, guardians. Okay, choose your path. So I didn't want to go here, but I'm going to go here because my spirit guides are saying I need to go here. So guys, timelines, they're all frequency. It's all it is. It's frequency. So whatever timeline you're experiencing, you are in a certain frequency match to. Okay, so there are people who have really, really bad lives, right? I'm not talking about children, guys. It's different with children. They're not autonomous, and they can, children are the ones that get victimized. The adults kind of choose their victimization. But I'm talking about adults. So you're in a certain timeline, in this timeline, because they're all cyclical and they're all happening at the same time. So you're on this very low vibrational timeline. And in this timeline, and we dip in and out of these all day long. Let's say like the day that the brakes went out on my car. So, I could have gotten really pissed off. I could have been angry. I could have said, oh, why me? Things always bad. Things always happen to me just when I'm getting on my feet. That's very low vibrational thoughts. And when you know that you are God in a body and you're responsible for your creations and your manifestations, you don't go there anymore. You just don't. You know what I said? My brakes blew out. I mean, the brake line broke and drained it dry right in my driveway. Guys, I could have been out on the freeway going 80 miles an hour because I got a lead foot, right? Speed limit's 70. I'm usually around 75, 80 miles an hour. And those brakes could have went out and somebody could have cut me off in traffic and we'd all be dead right now. So I didn't go to the poor, pitiful me. I went to the blessings, and it's like, okay, so I called around and all of the garages are booked full or shut down for the holidays, one or the other. And so I couldn't get anybody to work on my car. So my car's sitting in the driveway and I'm kind of hermited, and just found out that our state of Pennsylvania is now going back into quarantine and things are starting to shut down slowly but surely. It's like clicking a lock, right? And so for me, I was thinking, well, I could be all pissed off because now I can't go out and I can't run around. I can't do this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, no, do you ever stop to think maybe spirit is protecting you, keeping you at home because things are getting pretty wild out there, Tracy? You might want to stay home for a week. I don't know, but that's what I feel like. I feel blessed that car broke down that's sitting in the driveway right now because I can't go anywhere even if I wanted to. You know how you think, I want a chocolate bar. Maybe you're not like me, but I do. And you're like, oh, I'm going to get in my car. I'm going to go down the store and I'm going to buy me a chocolate bar. I can't go out even if I want to. So, whatever's going out there in the external world, spirit just literally shut me down for at least a week. So trust your guides, okay? Direction, guardian, choose your path. Try to focus on love and light and holding space for the whole world to realize they're all God. Okay. Then we have medicine, mother, honor your inner knowing. Now, you can't be on the ascension and tell me that you don't have gifts of intuition, because I call you a bold-faced booger butt. You're lying, because I don't know about you guys. I mean, I've always been intuitive. I was gifted from a very young age, but most of my tricks were just I could talk to dead people. I was a medium. I could talk and bring messages through to people who lost loved ones. But I wasn't really much of a psychic at that time. Most of my prophecies happened in my dream state. I'd have a dream and tell somebody about it, and then it would come true. But now, oh my God, on this ascension journey, I am so tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Like I just, when I open my mouth, channelings just come through. They just come right through. And so if you resonate with being a light worker or a starseed or ground crew, then you, honest to God, can't tell me that you haven't had new gifts come online. They may not be as strong as mine because I was told I was the oracle that was going to help 3 waves of twin flames come into union by 2023. It was supposed to be 2022, but now they're saying there's some delays due to hard-headed people, you know. So honor your inner knowing. It's so important right now to navigate this ascension process using your intuition and tapping into your higher self. We are reintegrating higher aspects of ourselves into this existence, right? This particular avatar. By the way, guys, I don't know about you, but I've been really having a lot of ascension symptoms. I had a rash break out on me, and my guides, I was going to make a doctor appointment. My guide said, don't bother. They're not going to figure it out. It's all ascension. Your body is, the DNA of your body is actually changing at this time. So I've had some headaches. I've had a lot of buzzing in my ears. It feels, you ever just in a room that has a lot of fluorescent lights, and those fluorescent lights are going bzzz in the background? That's what's been going on in my ears for months, and it just has been amplified and so much louder than before. And sleeplessness. I feel like I'm working all night long, and I have these wacky dreams. I wake up and down, they're gone. They're gone. But I knew there was importance to them, that I feel like there are other bits and pieces of me and dimensions that I'm closing out. And, you know, yeah, I'm not going to go there either. I'm sorry, Spirit. Just don't want to be here all night. We're going to do more channeled messages on the full moon, you know, like we always do. And it's going to be a lunar eclipse too, guys. That's like big. So I want to get a message for the light workers that are going to be watching this. Anybody drawn to this video? What messages would you like to bring, Spirit, to the light workers watching this video? One more pass. Okay, we got you. Oh, that was a big chunk. All right, so I'm going to go through these quick. Brought a lot out, but we did have a much bigger viewing tonight than we normally do. So we're going to get a lot of messages for the light workers, or those of you who resonate with being ground crew, right? We're here on a mission. May not know what the mission is, so this might help. We have Anna, grandmother. I got off on a tangent, but they're bringing me back to it. They're like, you need to talk to them about frequency and timelines. So if you are a Trump lover and a Biden hater, and you are really pushing that agenda, or you're just like stuck in that timeline, Spirit wants you to know that if you vibrationally align with that, that is where you're going. And those timelines are being collapsed out. That doesn't mean that you know, because timelines are multidimensional. So there's still going to be a Biden and a Trump on various levels of timelines. But there are some really low vibrational timelines where there's hate, a lot of it. And you know, there might be a war or two, or things are vibrationally aligning more with love than with hate. I know it's hard, but try, because I'm telling you, you don't want to get stuck in those lower timelines. We are the bridges for harvest. Do it in the same body. Integrate so many aspects of yourselves that's living in these lower timelines just by changing your belief system. The moment you change a thought and make a change in your belief systems, you are instantly on a different timeline. Could be a higher one, could be a lower one, depending on where you went with that. Okay, so We are seeding the light. We are laying foundations, and this is the divine plan. And Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, you know, she's ancestral, and that's what we're doing right now. Is we are clearing ancestral lines, and it's the rise of the divine feminine. So then we have all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. We've already talked about that too. You know, what's going on out there is not reflective of what we are creators. Where you focus, that's why they put it on the news. They want you to think about it. They want you to be angry about it. They want you to help create more of it. Shut the damn TV off. Turn it on once a week. Just do a little like I do for you guys, a little energy check-in just to see, you know, what the pulse of the world is doing right now. But try really hard not to get embroiled in the storylines, because every timeline is different. You know, there's a timeline right now where Trump has already won. Am I still going? See, when I talk too much, when I channel too much energy, the YouTube channel wants to shut down. So we have child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you, guys, lies within you, within you. Hi, Erica. Hi. So we have, you are the child of the cosmos, guys. You guys are, we all are the old souls. We decided to incarnate at this time because it's a harvest season, right? Its energy expands and then contracts. And so we're in a contraction where we are harvesting the lower timelines, collapsing them out and bringing more light onto the planet, because she was going to ascend with or without us, guys. So then we have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy. Venus is doing a lot of stuff right now too. And she's in an aspect, I think, this week that she's not comfortable in. Like I said, I read an article and I don't remember it and I didn't take notes, but I do remember them saying something about Venus is in an uncomfortable conversation in the sky right now. It's not where she feels. Some old wounds might come up around victimization. So then we have the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. You're the creators. Make your life. Oh, it's just gonna do it. Twin flame journey. Okay. Let's get some energy. I don't want to lose the feed before I get to my twins, because I know a lot of people get triggered by that in a title. Are we still live? Okay, listen, guys, if we lose this feed, I'm going live again tomorrow night, because I promised the twins and I promised people energy check-ins. It keeps kind of blipping out. So if we do, I will do another live tomorrow night. Hopefully we can finish this one. All right, Spirit, what's going on with the twin flames? Everybody set your intentions just for a moment. And just focus your energy on this internet being stable and not booting us off in the middle of our live stream, okay? And so it is. We claim it, right? All right. Do we still have twins in the house? Let's see what's going on in the collective for the divine masculine. Can I get divine masculine energy at this time, Spirit? What is going on with the divine masculine at this time? What is going on with the divine masculine at this time? Okay. Had to get that last one out. All right. So first guys. Okay. All right. So I can't even tell you how beautiful this is. Okay. First we have this Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And I'm not sure what order it came out in, but Spirit's telling me I need to go with this one first. So the time is now, the time is now, the time is now, is what I'm hearing. And so the Wheel of Destiny is here, and we are seeking the truth. The whole planet is finally tearing the veil and looking at the wizard behind the curtain, right? And so this is what's going on with the twins It's actually going on, I'm hearing, for everybody, but the twins, the masculines are starting to see. Remember how we were bitching and griping and complaining for such a long time that the masculines aren't doing their work? It's like we've done so much work and they're just not showing up. They're not. My spirit guides are saying, be careful what you're thinking, because what you're thinking is what you're creating. Because the true divine masculines and the true divine feminines who are focused on their healing, focused on their union energies, they know that the time is now. And those masculines are seeking the truth. They are finally having their aha moments. They're finally questioning. If they're in karmic in nature, they're starting to question, why am I here? Who are in jobs where they're saying, why am I here? Or, painful places in their heart, and they're asking, why am I here? And so they're seeking the truth, because the time is now. The time is now. And then I got this beautiful energy. Look at this, guys. We've got the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving, with the Six of Cups, simply love. And then we have the Sun card, which is shine. Is that the Sun? I think that's the Sun. Number 19. Somebody tell me if you know. I should know these things, but I channel, guys. I didn't study tarot. I just channel. Are we still going live, guys? Yep. Okay. I had to see some movement in the chat room. Sorry. So, okay, the masculines are moving towards some really, really powerful, great energy, guys. We have at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. This is believe and succeed. This is not swords. This is wands. This is winner, winner, chicken dinner. Believe and succeed. Every time I see this card, I think of Abraham Hicks when she talks about launching those rockets of desire, right? It's actually the helm of a boat, pointed true north. But I always think of the rockets of desire. But believe and succeed. And then we have the Star card. Is that the Star? Yes, that's the Star card. And so we have that. It says heal. And then we have the Lovers. So, guys, his energy is looking really good. And if your man isn't, and I say man, gender doesn't matter. If you're masculine, I'm just hearing my spirit guide say, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on in their lives. You don't know what's going on in their minds and their hearts. And you don't know what God has whispered in their ears. You just don't. And so you need to have the faith of a mustard seed, because if you don't, you're helping to create more blocks in union energy. The time is now. The time is now. The stars are aligning for a big union window is what I'm hearing. And this union window is going to be there for those who are in the high vibration of unity. Okay. Unity comes in here first. It's you choose love of self and then love of others. It's like the love of the one, reunifying. And, a lot of us divine feminines did not have healthy boundaries. We've been in distorted feminine energy for eons. I mean, hundreds of years. And so all of that wounding is in our DNA, and that's what we're here to clear as the twins. So, don't project all your wounds onto your masculine. Don't, because that's exactly what you're here to clear and heal. Do your shadow work. I've gotten so far in this. It's like I keep expecting like my divine masculine to just knock on my door and say, here I am. Because I have cleared so much. I'm sure, I have more to clear, but so much has been happening for me when it comes to vibration and just loving him, no matter where he's at. He could be on the North Pole. He could be, no matter how many women he's with or what he's doing, unconditional love. We're quantumly entangled and I can't get away from that. So I might as well embrace it. So ladies, if you don't want your masculines to be stuck out there, locked out of your energy, you're going to have to forgive the past and you're going to have to go to 0 point energy. And that's hard to do. I'm struggling with that myself, but it's necessary if you want union energies, and this big window's coming and they're on board. My spirit guides are telling me to tell you, you have no idea what they're doing. None. So stop trying to guess. Stop trying to get in their energy all the time, which I'm guilty of. And here I am doing it for you. But, it's like we need to just kind of have faith and trust. All right. Where is the feminine at on her journey at this time, Spirit? Where is the feminine? Divine feminine. Where is divine feminine on her journey at this time? Where is divine feminine at on her journey at this time? I feel like there might be one. Yep. One more toward the end. I'll be a son of a bitch if this is not the bottom of the deck energy for almost every twin flame reading I have done in the last freaking 3 months. No, 2 months maybe. So bottom of the deck energy is the Tower with the Emperor and detach. This has been such a clear message, guys. I am so sorry if this ticks you off, but your masculines having epiphanies and tower moments. I mean, big, huge, huge, huge tower moments. Epiphanies. I'm hearing like aha, like boom, light bulbs going off in their brain. And it's not going to be pretty, but they're going to go from being the page to the knight to the what's next? Yeah, the king. And then they're going to go from the king to the emperor, which embodies every single king. Guys, the divine masculine is growing up. You're being asked to detach from the energy. Just love, just love, just love. Yes, you're not here. Yes, that kind of pisses me off. Yes, that really makes me anxious because I'm codependent still. However, love, just love, guys, just love. Okay, so then we have, and look at it, it's almost the same exact freaking reading as the collective, almost the exact reading, because we have the Two of Pentacles, okay, with the Eight of Swords. Now, these two cards weren't in the collective, but these three were. So we have the Eight of Swords, helpless and hopeless. Guys, look at this energy right here, okay? This is where a lot of you are, and this is where you're supposed to be. This Two of Wands, see this lady? She's got her arms wide open. She is just filled with love. She's right on target. She's on her path, on her journey. Her focus is on her, right? She's found balance. But this is the negative to that. And I find myself falling in this category myself at times, this Eight of Swords. This is self-imposed trickery. It's mind fuckery is what it is, but we do it to ourselves. We're like, we've got so many paths we could take. We kind of logically know that no matter what path we take, we're always going to be on the right path. But when you're in this Eight of Swords versus Two of Wands energy, I mean, look at it. Just look at it. Okay, just look at it. And so the feminines are being told that Two of Cups. You guys, this is a union window. There are many. Not everybody's going to come into union. Remember, there's 3 waves coming until 2023. Hopefully there's no more delays. Okay, but I'm getting duality here is what I'm getting. Okay, so we've got this energy, which is the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. And in this Seven of Pentacles, there's no growth here. Like, you've been standing there way too freaking long. It's time to just like go find something to do and wait for this to come to fruition, right? So some of you guys have just been waiting and stuck like Chuck. And then there's this other collective that I'm tapping into that is so freaking beautiful, because we have this Eight of Wands with the Two of Wands, success and growth and spread your wings. So it really is a time for you to detach and focus on your own healing. Focus on creating the new world, your mission work. What are you doing to help the collective? And because reunification is coming, guys, we have the 2, okay? The only place to go from 2 is to 1 when you're doing a countdown. And so we are reunifying, and it starts with the twins. The twins are the ones that hold the key, the frequency to it's the new, okay, Spirit, slow down, sorry. It is the new templates, the new operating system. Okay? So balance needs to be had, and no more waiting, no more standing around waiting for your masculine to get his shit together. No more is what I'm hearing. Okay? Didn't even want to come out. 8 of Swords. You guys, let him. Look at this is, we keep losing it. Okay, we're back. Keep those happy thoughts, guys. So this is also a masculine standing here looking at two choices, okay? So Spirit wants me to tell you, don't stand around and wait on him. He's doing or should be doing his work. But the thing is when you're tapped into his energy all the time, he's not learning his lessons, especially for those of you who are in contact with your DMs. If they are having a bad day, maybe they don't talk to you 90% of the time, but they're having a bad day. So they decide they're going to reach out to you, right? They need a little light. They need a little boost. They need a little loving from the mama, right? I know it sounds stupid, but it's really what they do. They tap into our energy, and sometimes they deplete it, their lower version. And so when you are constantly being a battery feeding them, it delays. They're not doing their work. But this is energetically a portal, right now that we are in of union energies. And so if you want the masculine to do the work, quit showing up constantly and feeding the ego, right? Let him learn his lessons while you are creating a foundation that can't be rocked, that can't be brought down, right? For when you guys do unify, when he does get on board, and remember, it's not a gender, guys, it's just easier to say he. So, while the masculines are getting their tower moments and leveling up, seeking the truth, embodying all of the elements, they're going to show up, guys. They're just going to show up. So have a little faith and just live your highest and best life right now, and be grateful that they're there. Be grateful that you were activated by them. Be grateful for the journey thus far and all the healing that you've had, and be grateful that, none of this would have happened if it wasn't planned ahead of time, if it wasn't destiny. So, why do we literally change our entire lives and do so much shadow work for this person that has activated us on our twin flame journey? Why do we do that? We do that because deep down inside, we know no matter how many lovers we take on, how many other people that we, decide to get quantumly tangled with, we know they're coming. Period. And if you don't know that by now, then, you're just delaying things. You need to really look at that. Find balance. There's the integration of divine masculine, divine feminine in the higher heart, the heart where the yoni exists, where, creation happens, guys. Divine timing. And I'm telling you, divine timing is here. We got the star card again with the temperance card. So I want to get advice, please, Spirit, advice for the twins. They're okay. My guides are a little funny. They're like, we already gave you advice. Detach and let them do their work. Okay. And for the masculines, whatever it's dying. It's dead. Let it go. 11 on my thing. It was 110-11 as I said that. See? Dead. If you have to be the only glue, let me say this slowly for everybody, not just the masculines, but the feminines too. If you have to be the only glue that holds something together, let that shit go. Just let it go. Let it go. Love it from over there. And if it's meant to be like that detached card, set something free. If it's yours, it'll return. If it's not, it never will. So just do it. Just do it. Okay. So, yeah. They really don't want me to toss more tarot. They want me to bring out the oracles now. So advice for the twins, please. Advice for the twins. Advice for the twins. Sorry, my hair is in my nose. Advice for the twins. Advice for the twins. Advice for the twins. Advice for the collective. Any twins that watch this. All right. Picky. Had to go through a lot of cards before we got to it. So we have adjustments are required. And I really do believe I'm going to take a look at the rest of the energy before I open my big mouth. Have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Then we have surrender to the divine, full moon. We have you are good enough. That's full moon in Virgo. Holy shit, I just noticed every single card that came out is full moon, guys. We have a full moon coming up on the 30th. Okay, we have all full moon and one south node. Don't let your past hold you back. Okay, south node, that's the lifetimes we came from. Most of the twins are past life soulmates, right? You've incarnated many times together. And so your south node is where you came from. And, you know, my south node is Scorpio. I don't really resonate with Scorpio energy, but I guess in a previous lifetime, I did. And so don't let the past, whatever happened in previous lifetimes, we bring that cellular memory in with us into this incarnation. And especially as twins, you're both having two different experiences, right? So let the past go. Forgive and forget. Because I've had past life recalls. I've done regressions. A friend of mine did. I don't know if she's here. I didn't see her. But my friend Debbie did a quantum healing hypnosis tech, and I had some past life recalls. I believe that like the masculine player in all of those lifetimes that I've remembered thus far is my twin. And abandonment issues is a huge, huge, huge trauma wound for both of us. We've both experienced abandonment in many lifetimes. And so it's like kind of the Achilles heel that's, you know, what we're working on in this lifetime. So forgiveness has to happen, right? Because we're going back to 0.0 energy. And so, you know, they're channeling so fast. It's like, slow down. So what I'm hearing is the feminines have been victimized. So haven't the masculines. But if you're a feminine, see, when you're a twin, you're a feminine, you're a feminine, you're a feminine. It's an archetype, not an avatar. You might have been a man in a previous lifetime. You might have been a man several previous lifetimes, but you took on the feminine archetype. You are the archetype of the mother, right? And so because of that, each lifetime you experience feminine wounding, right? As a collective. It comes from the macro to the micro. Okay, so wherever these wounds existed in previous lifetimes is exactly what you are here to clear in this lifetime to find union. And that's the past. You've got to let the past go. You just have to. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. And like I said, we've got Leo, we've got Virgo, we've got just the full moon, and we have Capricorn. The end of a the end of a tough cycle approaches. Surrender to the divine, guys. Surrender. Remember that two of wands energy with the girl with their arms wide open, with the path clearly laid out in front of her. You know, when you surrender to the slow down, please. When you surrender to the divine, then you will experience a clear path. And you will be intuitively guided and led on that path. Okay. And then we have this adjustments are required. That's vibrationally. If you want union, you're going to have to be a vibrational match to it. And I'm telling you, if you're resenting either your feminine or your masculine, because the masculines have a lot of wounds too, guys. It wasn't until I reconnected with a friend of mine just recently, and he kind of purged, and, you know, we did a healing session. And I heard about, you know, his life and what he had gone through and the abuse and the, you know, just, we don't even realize that the masculines have their own set of trauma wounds. And, it must be very difficult for a masculine. They're supposed to be in control, and they really have control over nothing, And so a lot of times they face feelings of defeat, like they couldn't do something well enough to make it work, right? That whole holding things together as the only glue in a situation. Masculines do that too. And so as a feminine, you will never know what it's like to be the masculine. And as the masculine, you will never know what it's like to be the feminine. So stop judging and start loving and forgiving and reconnecting. Okay? Adjustments are required because vibrationally, if you're not a match, you're going to miss the window. And there's a big window of opportunity right now for twins who have been doing their work to just serendipity is what I'm hearing. Spirit saying, you might run into them at the grocery store, or, it's Christmas time. You might see them at a store Christmas shopping or online or whatever. But it's like those who have been separated for a while now, something surprising might just happen if you become vibrational match to love. Okay, so if you want love, you got to be a vibrational match to love. All right, advice for the twins, please. Advice for the twins. We're going to do a couple of more cards, and then we're going to go into doing not private. I always say that. Personal readings for a $10 donation via the super chat. If you guys would like me to check into your energy on your twin flame journey, or if you don't resonate with being a twin flame, but you want some help on your ascension journey, then you can donate $10. You know what? My spirit guides are reminding me I need a piece of paper to write the names down. There we go. So, yeah, I should have had this done before I got all high and mighty online, right? There we go. All right. Still rolling. Look, we got 76 people in the room. You guys are rock stars, man. All right. There it is again. There it is again. I'm going to have to throw a tarot on that because I feel like there's a deeper message. I only got one card out of that whole deck. And the bottom of the deck is the moon. This moon, the moon rules the twins. I don't care what any other channeler says. I'm telling you, it's the lunations that the twins are so in sync with. If you guys are in some kind of a union already, you might notice that, each of you go through some kind of a new growth spurt, or you might have an argument and go your own separate ways and then come back together again after the lunation. So, Indy, I couldn't read it. All right, I'm going to say Lindy, but I don't know if that's who it is, but you know who you are. Can you put in, see, I need new, Indy. Hi, Indy, hey. Indy, hey. What is your question, sweetheart? You be thinking about that while I do the ending of this, okay? We also have Shauna. Be prepared to talk to me when I'm done doing this so that we can get what your questions are, okay? Don't put it in yet. Let me finish channeling. I've got 4 or 5 cards here, okay? Slow your roll, guys, just for a second. Please be patient. So we have self-love. This is advice from the universe. Self-love, masculine, feminine, it doesn't matter. Unity happens within us first. It's union with self. We wouldn't stay in bad karmic relationships if we loved ourselves, right? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, it said. I swear I've been seeing that everywhere. 11, 11, and 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. Self-love is where it's at. Fill your own cup and then you pour into other cups. You cannot pour anybody else's cup from an empty cup. Self-love is the first union. It's choosing love of self. If your masculine is married, you don't want them to leave their marriage for you. That is not a balanced, stable, that's codependency. You want them to literally leave for them because they're unhappy, because it's not working anymore, because they're unhappy, right? They're trying to be the only glue that's holding something together. So self-love is when all the magic happens, when you can love yourself more than you love your DM, your DF, more than you love everybody else in the world, not in a selfish way, in a self-full way, right? Where you have healthy boundaries. I can love you with all my heart and soul and have nothing but praise and good intentions for you. But that doesn't mean that I have to allow you into my energetic field until you are a vibrational match to me, right? We want to be a vibrational match and attract to us our soul tribe and the people that are supposed to be there. So healthy boundaries, if you go letting everybody's energy into your energy, you will not be able to be the energetic frequency or match to love. You just can't, because you've got too much clutter out there. You need to, have healthy boundaries. You need to keep your energy to you, love yourself first, choose the highest and best life for yourself, and then it's naturally going to come together. Twins, you're quantumly entangled. I don't know what else to say. They're not going anywhere, guys. Everybody's so afraid. Well, if I don't be the glue that's going to hold it together, I'm going to lose them. They're going to lose interest. They're never going to come back. It might feel like that, but trust, because I'm telling you, there's a cord, there's a cord. That's all I have to say. So then we have, the unexpected. Didn't I just say serendipity? Spirit said serendipity, and now I'm hearing unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. And we have the void, dark moon, void. And then we have this, I did want to toss a card on this, because we have the, we have the direction guardian, choose your path. Because see, we've been talking, if you guys have been following me, we've been talking for a while now about free will trumps destiny. You get to choose. You really do get to choose. And you guys, if you've donated and I didn't see it, you're going to have to let me know, because like I'm channeling. I can't channel and keep track of all the super chats yet. Okay, so direction guardian. I'm going to toss some cards on that, because I think I know what it means. I'm pretty sure what it means is we have free will. We need to choose what timeline we want to settle into. We need to choose, are we choosing love? Are we choosing, variations of love? What are we choosing? What are we choosing? Why is the direction guardian here? There we go. I felt it. Change your focus. Guys, I can't say it any better. Surrender to the divine. Don't let your past hold you back. Change your focus. 5 of Cups. You've got to turn your little heads around and face your true north. You need to get out of what was and start creating what is, what's coming. Choose your path. If you keep focusing backwards, you're going to keep manifesting more and more and more from back there. More. Now that we seem to have a stable connection, it's align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change, right? Redirect your focus. What needs, changes need to be made. What was it? It said adjustments need to be made. So align your life. Where are you out of alignment with love? Because you can't vibrationally come into a love union between like the two most profound love halves that were ever created, right? God split. And so align your life. Where are you out of alignment with unconditional love? And where are you judging? Because judgments belong in the past, guys. That's why, the judgment card's all about awakening the dead. It's something that's dead and buried. Is it working? I don't know if it's working. Hold on, guys. There we go. Sorry, guys. We have a very unstable connection. So we have unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. You got to get out of the past. 3 cards now that say redirect your focus to the future. Actually, not even the future. My spirit guides just corrected me. The now moment. We're creating from the now moment. Then we have Mintaken. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And you know, I do have some people that have been so depressed. They're light workers and they're feeling the weight of the world. And my spirit guides just want to give you all a big hug and say, you don't have to heal the world all by yourself. There are lots of light workers here. And so I know you're missing home, and I know that you miss where we come from. And so it is difficult, but just try to hold it together. We are making changes that you can't see right now. You can't see them, but they're there. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. It's funny because I've been saying the time is now, the time is now, the time is now. So Spirit wants to remind us that although there is a union window for some twins, not everybody is going to make it through that window, and there are going to be more. Trust your timing. You're never too late, and time is not running out. Trust the wave you came in on, okay? Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. This is a rebalancing. This is the temperance. We are the alchemists, right? The light workers. We are falling, we're not falling apart, we're falling back together. And we can only do that through surrendering to the divine, to the vibration of love, right? Holding the opposites, which is the yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine. We hold those opposites, right? The divine says, fall into my arms and surrender. They're holding the opposites, extremes of life. You got to trust the process. And then we have, you're not alone. And I already channeled that before I even saw this one. Spirit said, you are not the only light worker here on the planet, and you don't have to fix everybody. You just don't. You know, you have to use your intuition and let your intuition guide you. Okay. All right. So that was the collective read for the twins. And now I'm going to do these super chats. The only ones I caught was Lindy, Shauna, I think, if I can read my own writing, and Tammy. Is there anybody else? Indy, what is your question? Since I see you right at the bottom of the chat box there. Can you tell me what your question is? What you'd like to know? Too choppy? Do you mean the feed? Is the feed messed up? Are we still live, guys? Can somebody tell me? Okay. So can you hear me now, or are we still too choppy? Because I don't want to screw up your reading. Light workers, Indy. I'm wondering what's going on with my twin. Well, of course you are. And aren't we all? So let me just get some cards for you and your personal journey, because we're all kind of in the collective, aren't we? But let's take a look at your personal journey as soon as I get my cards put together so I can toss them for you. Okay. Where is Lindy on her twin flame journey? We're going to take a look at your masculine, and we're going to take a look at you. All right. And I'm assuming masculine, right? You can't hear a sentence. Is it working, guys? Are we working? You can't hear because you're not ready to receive. Rab. I can't read it. You guys move so fast. Okay, listen. There will be a playback, and I've noticed that in the playbacks, it's usually much clearer than the live. So I'm going to do your reading, and you can watch it later if you can't hear a lot of it, okay? So, Indy's twin? Where is the energy right now of Indy's twin? What is the energy? Indy's twin. Indy's, I don't know if it's Lindy or Indy. Okay, so you have got the Hanged Man. Okay, so he's hung up. A lot of them are. Might be dealing with a Pisces, might not. It doesn't really matter. Where is Lindy in all this? Where is her energy at this time? Look at that. 6 of Cups. You're missing him. You're reminiscing. Have you been looking at old music that reminds you of your... I'm assuming it's a masculine. It's hard to tell, though. Thanks. Thanks, Indy. I think it's Indy, right? Okay, so I want to take a look now at the common energy. Look at that. And we have shine. So I want to say, oh, ooh, the Sun card, everything's going to be good. But what Spirit's telling me is that there are things right now that are being illuminated to your masculine. He's in the Hangman position. The Hangman, we know, gains enlightenment because they're going within, right? Not going within like the Hermit, but they're learning things. It's a enlightening, looking at things from new eyes, new perspectives is what I'm hearing. Okay, so there are going to be things that are going to illuminate him at this time, or this other twin, not you, the opposite, right? You are reminiscing and feeling, you're probably the Sun card. You're feeling hopeful. You're feeling, positive and I don't know. I got to do a, hold on. I want to get more energy on the 6 Cups because 6 Cups isn't always positive. Sometimes it's, reminiscing and being stuck in the past. I felt it coming. I couldn't talk and chew bubble gum at the same time. Yeah. So no, this is not a good energy for you. Okay. You're doing this. Remember how we talked about in the collective, there are some feminines that are stuck in this 8 of Swords and some that are on that 2 of Wands journey. So it looks to me like thus far, you have been in the 8 of Swords. You've been stinking thinking and caught up in reverie, thinking about, him or them. Because like I said, I'm not sure. But so bottom of the deck energy is the giving and receiving, the 6 of Pentacles. There's that 6 of Wands again, launching those rockets of desire. And look, there's the detached. This comes up for everything. Hi, Connie. Hi, sweetheart. If we get cut off, you know the drill. You email me, guys. If we get cut off, you email me and I'll send you a little mini video in your email. Screw it up, right? So you have the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the detached card, which is judgment or justice. And then we have the 2 of Wands. This is where they want you. This is where your spirit guides are telling you you need to be. You need to detach with love because this guy is going through an enlightenment and awakening, right? And having epiphanies. And I don't see for your guy or your person, I'm going to say your person, I don't see a tower moment. I don't. I see light bulbs going off, realizations being had, him being willing to look at things from a different angle. Okay, so you need to be focusing on your own manifestations. You need to be 2 of Wands, spread your wings, be on your journey, be on your path. You're on the right path, right? Rockets of desire, you're manifesting and balancing your energy. You need to detach at this time because he's healing. Wow, a lot of major arcana on the bottom. So we've got the Strength card, we've got the Magician, and we've got the Star card. And so I take it back. Somebody had a tower moment because you don't get the Star without a tower. The Star is the healing that happens after a tower moment. But I don't feel like it was a bad tower moment. I feel like it's more of an enlightenment, like things popping off. Okay. So, I don't know what's going on in the forum, guys. I'll have to read back through it later, but it seems like there might be some energy in there that I'm not liking too well. You guys will have to let me know. It's the same message as the collective. Your person is in the hangman. They're not making any movement at this time. They're just not, because they're awakening. They're having light bulbs go off in their head. And your energy is one of feeling like you've been waiting here for lifetimes. And the waiting needs to be over. Spirit says you need to detach with love and be on your path, be on your way, take care of yourself. We're not talking about go out and get married to some karmic. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about where are you being called in your spiritual journey within yourself and within your life. Are you, what's your business? What is your mission work? How are you in service to others? And how are you unifying love consciousness within yourself? What are you manifesting? I'm hearing that because we had the Magician and we have the Six of Wands. What are you manifesting more of this, or do you want to be manifesting this? Okay, because if you want to manifest this, you need to detach. Remember, we've got this dove. It brings you peace when you release and detach. I love you. If it's meant to be, I know that you will come back to me. That if you love something, set it free. If it returns, it's yours. If it don't, it never was, right? So alchemy is happening, and you're being asked to bring your business back home. Okay, back to you. All right, I hope that helped in some way. It's pretty much the same message we got for the collective, but you saw me shuffle right on camera for you, so I didn't hand select them. All right, so next we have, I believe it's Shauna. Are you still in the forum, Shauna? You're welcome, Indy. Okay, is Shauna still here? Shauna, can you speak up and let me know what you're asking? My guess is because you stayed till the end, it's probably twin flame related. Hi, Shauna. There she is. What would you like to know, darling? Lego Minecraft guy. I like that name. Monica, all you have to do is $10 super chat. I don't think they have $10. It's like $9.99. You do a super chat and I do a private or a personal check-in for you. Shauna, you'd like to know where you're at and where your Leo twin is at. Okay, let's take a look. I'm going to shuffle them really good because a lot of the same cards are coming out. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm stacking the deck on you. All right, Shauna and her twin. Shauna and her twin. Oh, we got Casey. Hi, Casey. Stick around because I'm going to be asking you what your question is when it's your turn, okay? Don't leave. All right, so Shauna wants to know where her and her twin are. We're going to do the twin first. What energy is her twin in at this time? What energy is Shauna's twin in at this time, please? Wow, I had to dig really deep for that. Monica, hi, Monica. Stick around. And listen, guys, announcement. If we lose the live feed, you must email me. All of my videos have my email contact information under it. And I will do like a little 5-minute video and send it to you in your email. So I want to make sure that if you pay for a energy check-in that you get it, okay? All right, so we're back to Shauna. We're back to Shauna. Look at this. I'm telling you, Shauna, this is your guys' energy. We have the 6 of Pentacles with the 2 of Cups. So there is, bottom of the deck is the 4 of Swords. If you're not hearing from him, it's because he's had some kind of a epiphany, an awakening. He's been doing shadow work, mirror work, right? But a balancing is happening, giving and receiving with the 2 of Cups. Come on, chick. You can't get any better than that. So I'm hearing, oh, Lord, my intentions are good. Please don't let me be misunderstood. I don't know why, but that's what I'm hearing in my head. So I think that, I think he's been doing a lot of shadow work. And I think that because of that, some really big changes. Are you in a three-way third party situation? Because I see that there's something he needs to walk away from, and he's choosing that actually with the Ace of Pentacles. But I feel like there's a little bit more to go. So I don't see you, so I don't know if you're affirming or not, but I feel like there might be a third party situation. It doesn't have to be another human being. It could be anything. It could be parents or a job or whatever, but I feel like there's a third energy because we got the 8 of Cups right before the 9 of Cups. So this guy, there's something he has to walk away from in order to find his wish fulfillment, which is unity with you, right? But I see that there's going to be some healing between now and then. Okay, let's see where you are. What is going on in the forum? I see poo-poo. Can I see your hello? Hi, Brian. Yes, I see your hello, darling. I need better bifocals, or I need to push the screen way back here so I can see. All right, Shauna's energy, please. Okay, you saw me shuffle, right? Shauna's energy, please. Shauna's energy, Shauna's energy, Shauna's energy, Shauna's energy, Shauna's. Yeah, Shauna, you got a lot going on, girl. All right, bottom of the deck, new vitality. There we go. Who is that? Rach, is that it? Rach, as in Rachel? Or Rock? Like the Rock. All right. Shauna, you got a lot of cards. Okay, your energy. Look, there's that 6 of Cups again. Everybody's missing their masculine. They're like, where is he? I miss him. Is he doing his work? All right, but you've been feeling lonely. Look at this. You've got the 6 of Cups with the 5 of Pentacles. You're really missing him. He makes you feel like home. Then I got the 9 of Cups, dreams coming true. But we've got the Devil here. We've got the Devil and we've got the High Priestess. And so I kind of feel like you know that some of your thoughts and you're manifesting more of what you don't want to manifest. So it's kind of like, if you listen to your intuition and take care of whatever this devil represents for you. I'm going to get a clarifier on it, but I wanted to talk about the bottom of the deck before I did that. We've got this 8 of Cups again with the World card, the 9 of Swords, and then the Ace of Wands. And so I feel like there's somebody in this relationship, whether it's you or your person, that needs to walk away from somebody or some